Italy is a fascinating and interesting place that will make you question a lot of things. They are known for many things, especially the Colosseum, which is one of the 7 wonders of the world. I will tell you about my favorite places while in Italy and explain them thoroughly, so get ready to take notes if you want. My number 1 place while in Italy you may not find surprising was the Colosseum. In pictures on websites it looks really cool, but in person it is amazing and bigger than I ever anticipated. The Colosseum was built over 2,000 years ago and was able to hold 50 to 80,000 people, just about as big as the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. The Colosseum is still here in great condition to this day, surviving a fire that caused major damage and an earthquake, which is why part of the Colosseum is missing on one side, and people taking out pieces of stone and bronze clamps built into it. The Colosseum was also used for battleships. They would flood the arena so 2 ships could duel each other, a sea battle. Then you think that 2,000 years ago, gladiators who trained hard fought here against wild beasts like bears, tigers, lions, and more creatures living under tunnels. Right above is where the gladiators stood, ready to fight. They would either come home alive or not come home at all. A close second was St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican City. St. Peter's Basilica is the biggest church in the entire world and the smallest city in that entire world. Crazy, right? Well, circling the basilica, there are 140 statues of saints and martyrs and a statue of Christ the Redeemer. Just imagine how long it took to sculpt all of the 140 statues. To build, then remodel the basilica took 120 years, with great artists like Raphael and Michelangelo helping. Michelangelo helped to design the dome and made Michelangelo's Pieta, the only artwork that he ever signed. There were also some other great artists that painted and sculpted too. It was named after the first pope and one of Jesus' disciples. Paintings and mosaics devour the ceiling with bright colors. When you first walk in, you go, wow. When we went, we did the climb to the very top, which is about 600 stairs up, then 600 stairs back down. And it gets narrower and narrower as you go up, but it is totally worth it for the view. This place, where the Pope has Mass and being built in 1506 and finished in 1626, is in great condition, looking brand new. The people have probably done some touch-ups over the years. And last but not least, the one that's been hanging on for last is the Leaning Tower of Pisa. The Tower of Pisa was meant to be a bell tower, but as they say, it turned into a beautiful accident. There are 7 bells at the top, but are not in use to prevent the tower from leaning more because of the vibrations. It took nearly 200 years to build, more than St. Peter's Basilica, which is huge. Why does it lean then, you may ask? Is that the mistake that happened almost immediately? The foundation for the bell tower was only 3 meters deep and it is 186 feet high. Way too heavy for a foundation like that, right? So what they did, they put 900 tons of lead weight on the higher side, kept it from tilting even further. Then they put big drills underneath, kind of straws to pull out dirt from the high side. After that, they wrapped it in steel cables to hold it steady like a seat belt. When we went to the top, which is not as much as St. Peter's Basilica, only about 300 steps going up and then 300 steps going down. It was a great view too. After these 3 places that are very much different, they all tell a story, like the Colosseum shows us great engineering and where gladiators fought. St. Peter's Basilica shows us about our faith and art, and the Leaning Tower of Pisa, even though it may have not been here today in one piece, if nobody had kept it from tilting or solving the problem, maybe even falling, it wouldn't tell us not to give up on something, even though this was practically a happy accident. When you realize it, Italy is just like one giant museum. Thank you for listening to me going through my trip to Italy.